Right. So this is basically an Elden Ring build that I wanted to showcase. It's a level 200 build. We're at level 199 right now. I'm probably going to put another stat into strength just because it boosts the overall build of it. But this is I guess, quality build. It's almost a quality build, but it's a Dex Faith build with a couple other just additional things. And you can switch it around and pretty much make it whatever you want. But basically, it utilizes every single one of these, weapon slots. Um, it's basically, like a aura monk kind of golden faith blood build. Just because we have a bunch of things we can work with here. Starting with the Cadis, we have, indoor we can trade mini shots with our Palm Blast, but we already have good poise with Palm Blast. The only thing is like the drip here. I kind of want to go for that awesome, just like mysterious, aura build with the walk. But the problem I was having because this build uses a lot of charge skills, as you can see from these talismans. We have the charge spells and skills with the Godfrey, the Shard of Alexander, and the Flux Camus Talisman with the Bull Coat. I had to use the Bull Coat to get my poise over to 61. The 51 breaking point was just, I had 46, so I couldn't go with it. I need to do a bunch of inventory changing on this build, but I really wanted to showcase it just because it's just really fun and has a lot of things. It does a lot of good damage. But a lot of anime things too. This looks cool. So we got the Palm Blast for starting Ash. We have, or indoor with our starting Ash, but Palm Blast with our second. And then we have kind of like a wrestling take with the Horaloo. It's got, poise so we can take a bunch of attacks, and it's a good AoE kind of get off of me skill. Next, before I get to the incantations, we have this hammer. I really wish I could have some kind of a skill on fists only, but this reminds me of like just, a ground punish slam with like a fist. It's the only thing I use it for. I tried to not use it with attacks just because it doesn't really fit the build. But the next thing we have is the prosthesis, is what I think is really veterans prosthesis. Yeah, hopefully I'm saying that right. Boom, and then boom, it just looks really anime, and it scales well with the build, it being a Dex Faith build. But those are pretty much the weapons we're working with. Obviously, you can switch it up. Also, it has a little bit of bleed, and you can lead more towards that. There's a pole blade Eleanor's pole blade that looks really cool. Bloodblade Dance looks awesome. I just kind of wanted to give myself a little more challenging experience. I found, bleed a little bit easier, but it's still really cool. So yeah, we have both different types of dance footwork. This is New Game Plus 1, or New Game Plus, just because I wanted to start the game, with this kind of fashion, stuff like that. But moving onward, a refill here, going to our talismans, we have the buffs, obviously just to boost our, fighting, whatever we're doing. And our defenses, I love this kind of like beam. It moves all around. I mean, it's just so cool. It kind of gives that anime kind of vibe to it. The Frenzy Burst kind of give an extra thing, and a madness build up comes from the eyes, although it's covering, but you get it. These are all charged too, so they're all boosted by the talismans. I believe they are anyway. Black Flame gets boosted by the Flame grant me strength, and this Lightning Spear, it's just super aura looking. It can be quick, it can be charged. Like all of these, can be charged. It's just really cool. Catch Flame is just a really quick, get off me. Obviously it does damage bosses, and I do have the Mimic tier because I feel like warriors like with Shadow Clone Jutsu, they can make a duplicate copy of themselves if you want to use a Mimic. Obviously a lot of people don't do that, so but it just adds to the uniqueness of this build, I feel like, and you just destroy people. Moving on to more of these. Wrath of Gold is like a DBZ power up. I just find it super cool. It charges too. Boom! Get off of me. Just another get off me, and you can follow that up with the Horaloo. Things like that. But you can always switch up everything on this. I just find that they just look the coolest and just really vibe with this build. But yeah, I mean, it's intense just how many different combinations you can do. But yeah, Monk Aura kind of inspired build, level 200. Does pretty well, really fun, really sweet. Trade into shit. Inspire, gets distance. And it's still a medium build, like a medium load. You can go light load, I think that more resembles a light or a medium build at least. But yeah, Monk Aura, kind of golden aura infused, like all types of stuff, fire, crazy. But yeah, appreciate it. Have a great day.